Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Dr. Jemecia, the Nurse Practitioner Extraordinaire. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. Today I am here on Money Monday and I am here to tell you about the stocks that I am investing in on my way to my wealth journey. I'm taking you along with me. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just telling you what I do with my money. So I'm looking at SPMO. This is a new stock, and this stock that I'm going to be investing in. And this stock is one of those stocks that tracks the S&P 500. But what it does is it takes the highest or the top 95 to 100 stocks that are performing really, really well. The momentum is very fast. And you can make decent money because it has companies that up there like Nvidia, Meta, finance companies, JP Morgan. It doesn't have the slower moving stocks on there. It just has the ones that are moving really, really fast. Tesla. Yeah. So I'm really interested in this one because I was at a conference, and most of you guys know I was at a wealth summit. This summit was about generational wealth and bringing your family on board along with a spiritual aspect to it. And it was amazing. Keenan Grace was there, Stocks Up with Josh, but my boy Larry Jones brought them all with him to be here in Hampton Roads. So that was amazing. I got to meet all of them, and one of the things that I took away with me, because I did ask directly to all three of them, I said, hey, I have this amount of money. It's about to mature in a CD. What do you think I should invest in? And they said, well, I can't tell you what to buy, invest in, or hold, or anything like that. I can't give you any financial advice, but I'm going to tell you what I would do. If it were me, I would take that money that's going to mature from that CD, which is, I was getting like 4.2, or I'm getting 4.2% on the money, but they said you need to invest it into the S&P 500 because the S&P 500 has an average return of 13%. So I'm leaving money on the table. And I was like, wow. And Keenan Grace said to me, he said, what the bank is doing with your money is investing it in the S&P 500 and giving you 4% of that money. And they're taking off with the rest of the 8% or 9% of what they're gaining from your money. I was like, wow, okay. Fool me once, you got me. Fool me twice, okay. I'm sleeping. So I'm going to take that money once it matures and take it over to the S&P 500. But this particular fund is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500, but it only uses companies that move fast, have great momentum. And the other thing that I love about this company, because I like QQQ as well, and I may take a little bit and put some in there, but the advice was to wait for a dip and put in 25% of what I have, and then wait for another dip and keep funneling in 25% of my total and not put it all in at one time so that I can get the most for my money. So the next stock that I'm investing in is SPMO. And that is a particular, like I said, an ETF with Invesco that tracks the S&P 500. I am looking forward to that. I am excited about it because from this conference, I feel like I need to really, really push myself to invest more. Even though I do invest a lot, you guys, I really do need to invest more because I have other streams of income that I just take, and I may buy myself something. I may go on a trip. I may do whatever with that money when I can. And I do invest some of it, but not enough of it. Based on what I learned this weekend about squirreling away more money into the S&P 500, I'm going to start doing that. I am going to start living well below my means in order to create generational wealth. Even though I feel like I'm doing really well. I could do better. Based on what Keenan Grace was telling us, and Stock Up with Larry Jones and Stocks with Josh, they really have a really good blueprint. And if you guys do not know about them, look them up. They have some great information to tell you here on YouTube, and they do it for free. They do have groups that you can pay for and get more one-on-one training from them at a small fee. So I've seen some of these people's fees. They are astronomical, but they have decent fees. So the main thing that I did take away from this conference was that I really do need to be investing more and being smarter with my money, and let my money work harder for me instead of me working hard to make money. And I told you guys, I'm tired of that. I'm done with that. I'm not doing that anymore. So I am going to put my money in avenues that will make more money for me. Speaking of which, I did talk to you guys about SoFi that I've had SoFi since SoFi was about $8. And SoFi just got somewhere around $29.50. I've had SoundHound since it was like $6 or $7. And SoundHound is up to $15, $16 a share. What it's going to do next week, I don't know, because we're expecting the market to go down. But here lately, I haven't seen the market turning as much as I thought it would. That doesn't mean it won't happen, but I'm still holding on to my stocks. And my goal is to keep my money in there, in my stocks, in my portfolio longer, instead of trying to time the market. I'm going to let the time work for me with my money in the market, instead of pulling it out and putting it in, pulling it out, putting it in. But some of those newer stocks that are not as strong as the ones I was telling you guys about, the smaller stocks that I have in my portfolio, like VLN and BBAI and some of those are the ones that I have to watch, and I'll pull in and out and I'll reinvest. But the more solid ones, I'm going to just hold on to. And like I said, I want to get up to 100 shares in each so that I can do cover calls eventually. So this week, my investment will go into more of what I have already and to SPMO. Right now, it's looking at I think it's like a $123 a share. I don't know how many I'm going to get, but I'm going to get as many as I can with the money I have in my Fidelity account. So I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to build that up until I can get 100 shares of that, and then I'm going to watch that go and grow. So that is what I'm doing this week for Money Monday. That's my share with you. I'm getting SPMO. The other thing, too, that I'm going to try to do, I was listening to this guy on here on YouTube. His name is Wall Street Trapper. And he was saying that I probably shouldn't have more than 10 different stocks in my portfolio. And I was looking at my portfolio, and I was counting the amount of stocks that I had in there, individual stocks along with ETFs, and I have way too many. And so I need to figure out how to streamline that to where I'm in all of the sectors that I really want to be in. I want to be in all the sectors that are doing well. I'm not really into that much energy stuff, but I do have a little bit. I am into, have a lot of money into tech. I have a lot of money into finance. I have money in AI and healthcare and whatnot. So I want to get like maybe a couple in each sector. So I did get, I'll talk about some of the other ones later on. So I need to have something for next week. So again, so Monday, I will be getting some of that SPMO. So that is all, y'all, that I'm sharing with you. And I will see you in the next video. I'm looking forward to wealth, wellness, and freedom. Take care, guys.